When using APA format for a paper, you'll be required to cite the original sources of any outside information you include. This is to give credit to the original authors and to avoid plagiarism. In this video, we'll discuss how to cite state statutes. So what is a statute? A statute is a law or act passed by a legislative body. Statutes exist at the federal and state levels. The source for both these sentences is page 361 in the Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association, 7th edition. A state statute or law is passed by a state government. State statutes are typically organized into titles. Ohio statutes are codified in the Ohio Revised Code, or Ohio Revised Code Annotated. You can see these online at codes.ohio.gov/ORC or at codes.findlaw.com/OH. You can search and find federal and state statutes in our database, Nexus Uni, under Criminal Justice at library.cscc.edu/Nexus Uni. Hold that thought, because we'll circle back to databases a little later. APA 7 advises readers to refer to the Blue Book, a Uniform System of Citation, 20th edition, 2015, style to cite state statutes. An important note, the Blue Book also requires that any Ohio statute cited in the body of your paper to be footnoted too. The Blue Book style requires the use and citation of traditional printed sources when available, unless there is a digital copy of the source available that is authenticated, official, or an exact copy of the printed source. Page 179 of the 20th edition of the Blue Book, Rule 18.2. Please note, the Blue Book style uses small caps for the name of state statute compilations. We'll look at some Ohio statutes as our examples shortly, but first I want to point out that there are two print publications of the Ohio Revised Code. Page's Ohio Revised Code Annotated, published by LexisNexis, and Baldwin's Ohio Revised Code Annotated, published by West. Columbus State's Library in Columbus Hall houses our print collection of Baldwin's. Going back to Rule 18.2 for a moment, I just want to mention again that citation to the print version is preferable, especially because none of the online versions are official or authenticated. Before we look at some reference list examples, I want to note some things about where to find dates. The year of the code should be what appears on the title page or the last copyright year on the copyright page of the volume in which the statute is found. If the statute appears only in a pocket, part, or supplement, give the year that appears on the title page of the pocket, part, or supplement, rather than of the volume that the supplement updates. If a statute section appears in both the volume and the pocket, part, or supplement, provide the year for both. See page 124, Rule 12.3.2 of the Blue Book. Okay, so let's focus on the end of your paper references now. A reference list entry for a state statute includes the title, title number, source, abbreviated as specified in the Blue Book, section number of the statute, and, in parentheses, the publication date of the statutory compilation you used. Optionally, you may include the URL after the year. Please note that determining the year to use can be confusing because the date may be different from the year in the name of the act. It could be the year the statute was first passed, it could be a year it was amended, it could be a year it was supplemented, but you should use the year the statute was published in the source being cited. So, in your reference list, federal or state statutes should be formatted as follows: title source, section number, year, URL, optional. Here are the preferred print citations. See page 286 of the 20th edition of the Blue Book. The print examples you see are from Baldwin's because the Columbus State Library holds copies of these in print. Ohio Revised Code Annotated 3379.05, parentheses, West 2012, close parentheses. The statute section appears in the bound volume rather than in a supplement or pocket part, so it ends with the West 2012. Ohio Revised Code Annotated 3358.11, parentheses, West Supplement 2020, and parentheses. The statute section appears in a pocket part, but not in the bound. The pocket part updates, hence the SUPP period, short for supplement, before the 2020. Because you might not have access to the print versions of your statutes right now, Lexis and Westlaw citations may be your only options. See page 126 through 27, Rule 12.5 of the Blue Book. So next, we'll look at citation examples from commercial databases containing annotated statutes. The name of the database and the currency of the statute should be added in parentheses after the statute section. The currency of the statute in the commercial database can usually be found by clicking the I or information button near the title of the code, or it can be found near the top of the statute section you are viewing. Ohio Revised Code Annotated 3358.11 parentheses Westlaw through File 39 of the 133rd General Assembly parentheses 2019 through 2020 end parentheses. Ohio Revised Code Annotated 3358.11 parentheses Lexis current with legislation passed by the 133rd General Assembly and filed with the Secretary of State through File 30 end parentheses. And finally, we're going to look at in-text citations. For in-text citations, you'll give the popular or official name of the act, if any, and the year of the act. Here's an in-text example for the Blue Book style for Ohio statutes, and please note that it is written with the text and should be footnoted below it. Title 29 of the Ohio Revised Code addresses criminal offenses along with their fines and sentencing. Within this title, Section 2929.02 outlines the penalties for aggravated murder. The penalties for aggravated murder were last revised in 2008. Footnote 1. Ohio Revised Code Annotated Title 29, parentheses LexisNexis 2019 and 2014, end parentheses. Footnote 2. Ohio Revised Code Annotated 2929.02, parentheses LexisNexis 2019, end parentheses. This concludes the library's video on citing state statutes. If you need to cite federal statutes, please review that video as well. We wish to thank librarian Rachel Dilley for her citation help. If you need additional assistance, please feel free to contact a reference librarian. All our contact information is on this slide. Thanks for